Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danielle if you're new, and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and Mercari. Today is another What's a Wednesday video, and if you're new here, this is a video that I release every Wednesday and I go through my sales from the previous week. I kind of go more in depth into them and talk about what things sold for, how much I paid for them, where I got them, and all the details of the sale. So if you're interested in seeing what sold for me last week, keep watching and let's jump right in. Alright, jumping right into June 13th, the first sale I made was a Poshmark sale, and it was a pair of Ariat jeans, or maybe it's Ariat, I don't know how to say it, but they were a pair of mid-rise whip stitch bootcut jeans. They sold for $38 with a Poshmark fee of $7.60, and then I was left with $30.40. These jeans were from a flip consignment box, and they took less than a week to sell. These sold extremely fast. I think I originally listed them at maybe 45, maybe a little higher, but then I got an offer. We went back and forth a couple times and we settled on 38. This sold extremely fast and made good profit, so I'm very happy with this sale. Next up is actually a Vineyard Vines button-down shirt. This sold for $20 with a Poshmark fee of $4, left me with $16. This was from a Jomar wholesale box, and I paid about $3.22 for this shirt. It took about 8 months to sell, but I didn't list it as soon as I got the box. It took a while for me to actually get this top up, but I'm still happy with this sale, and I still made a good profit margin, so I'm okay with this. Next up is actually a Mercari sale, and this is by a brand I never heard of before. It's called Bucket Feet, and these were like a pineapple slip-on sneaker. These were super cute, in great condition. They sold for $28 with Mercari's selling fee of $2.80 and their processing fee of $1.11. That left me with $24.09. These were actually from a Jomar wholesale box. Again, I believe a 20-piece mixed shoe box. I got these for $4.65, and then they took about 2 months to sell. So they sold very quickly, and they actually sold outright. I listed them at $28, and they sold for $28. So I'm very happy with this sale. And next was another Mercari sale. This is a pair of Vans, but these were with a collaboration with Peanuts, Charlie Brown. And these sold for $59 with their selling fee of $5.90 and their processing fee of $2.01, left me with $51.09. These were actually from a flip consignment lot. This was actually the last item in this lot, and then it took about 2 months to sell. So I was very happy with this sale. These actually sold outright for $59. I did relist them once, so I'm very happy they sold for $59, and there was good profit for myself and my client. Next was a Poshmark sale. This is actually a Free People braided waist mini skirt, and this was in a size 12. It sold for $23 with a Poshmark fee of $4.60, and that left me with $18.40. This skirt was from a Jomar wholesale box once again. This was actually from the box that was like Free People, Anthropologie, and Urban Outfitters only. And I did pay about $5.50 for this skirt. This was one of my most disappointing boxes from Jomar, and so I'm still trying to sell through this stuff and make more money. So I honestly would not recommend that box, but I am happy to have sold this. It took about, I think, 6 or 7 months to sell, so it wasn't too long, but I definitely thought it would sell faster and for a little more than that. And moving on to June 14th, the first sale was a Mercari sale. This was actually a COS chambray button front shirt dress. This sold outright for $49 and their selling fee of $4.90 and a processing fee of $1.72. It left me with $42.38. This was again from a Jomar wholesale box. This is actually from my most recent box, and I paid about $3.80 for it. This sold in about 2 to 3 days, so extremely fast and a really, really good profit margin on this. So I'm very happy with this sale. Typically, COS sits a little longer, but I was very surprised it sold for this much, and I was surprised it also sold on Mercari. But I'm very happy with this sale. Next up is a Poshmark sale. This was a Lululemon Swiftly Tech Razorback tank top, and this was in a size 8. It sold for $29 with a Poshmark fee of $5.80, leave me with $23.20. This was from a flip consignment lot. It took about 3 weeks to sell. I initially listed this at, I want to say 39, but I don't remember. Typically, the Lululemon tank tops sell anywhere between 25 and 30. Sometimes I will start them a little higher if the comps are a little better, and then I'll take like an offer. So in this case, that's exactly what I did. I'm still happy I sold this fast, and I still had a really good profit. So I'm very happy with this sale. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is a smaller sale. This is a pair of can black frayed hem denim shorts. These were in a size 25. They sold for $15 with a Poshmark fee of $3. That left me with $12. These were from my Jomer Wholesale Passes palette. They took about 6 weeks to sell. These actually did have quite a bit of like puckering and wear on them. So I did let them go for a little cheaper. I think I listed them at maybe 18 or 20. So nothing crazy. Had a pretty good offer, so I decided to accept it. And that went towards a profit for my palette. Next up was a Mercari sale. I made a ton of Mercari sales last week, which was very surprising. Mercari is like a hit and miss. Either it does very, very well one week, or there's like nothing for Mercari one week. But if you're not cross-listing to Mercari, I would definitely suggest you do so, because I do make quite a bit of sales on that platform, even though it's not as much as Poshmark. I still do make a good amount of sales on that platform. But the next sale was a Mercari sale. This was a pair of Tahari textured leather heels. These were so cute. These were actually from a Jomer Wholesale box again. These sold for $24 with a selling fee of $2.40 and their processing fee of $1. That left me with $20.60. These I paid about $4.65 for, like I said, in a Jomer box. They took 2 months to sell. These were in a really, really great condition. I think I originally listed them at $30, so when I received a $24 offer, especially on Mercari, that is very good, because their fees are a little bit lower than Poshmark, but I'm very happy with this sale. They sold quickly, and I made a good profit. Next up is a Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Loft navy bow flats. These were in a size 7. They sold for $16 with a Poshmark fee of $3.20. That left me with $12.80. These again were from a Jomer Wholesale box, $4.65. I believe the same box as the other one. I think I showed you guys a haul of this box, but I can't fully remember. But these also took 2 months to sell. I didn't love these shoes, and I think I had them listed at maybe $20. And when I received an offer of $16, I'm just gonna accept it because I didn't love them. They weren't a great style. They weren't terrible, but they weren't great. So I decided to let them go for a little cheaper. Moving along to June 15th, the first sale I made was a Mercari sale. This is a pair of a 7 for All Mankind dojo jeans. I have had a ton of these sell because I had a consignment client send me a ton of them. So this is another pair that sold. These sold for $63. I originally listed them at, I think, 70, maybe 65. I don't know. Somewhere around there. I usually don't list them any more than 70. So this is a really good offer. These, after the selling fee of $6.30 and the processing fee of $2.13, that left me with $54.57. These were from a flip consignment lot, and they took about 3 weeks to sell. So great profit for myself and my client, and another very quick sale. I do have quite a bit of the dojo jeans left. They all are selling between the like 55 and 70 range. It just depends on the size, style, if they were hemmed, all that stuff matters. But this pair sold fast and it had a great profit. Next up was actually a Poshmark sale, and this was actually a bundle. The bundle sold for $28 with a Poshmark fee of $5.60. That left me with $22.40. It's only 2 items. The first item was a gaze leopard print bodysuit in a size extra small. I originally had that listed for $20. I did get that in a Jomer Wholesale palette for $3.80. I had it for less than a month. I'm pretty sure that came in my most recent one, which is going very well, by the way. So very happy with that. The other item was a pair of 9 West floral heels. These I've had for a very, very long time. I know I didn't pay very much. I'm pretty sure I got them in like a fill-a-bag sale. But I had these listed at $18. I just wanted them gone. So, when this person put together this bundle, I sent them an offer for $28 and they accepted. But I was very happy to get rid of the heels and move the bodysuit very quickly. Next up, I actually had a payout from the RealReal. I have sent a couple consignments into the RealReal, and I actually had a payment on the 15th because that's when you get paid out every month. It was only $26.40, but I thought I would still mention it because I did receive that on the 15th. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is actually a Lily Pulitzer sweater, and it was called the Ramona sweater, and it was a tan color. This was in a size extra large. It sold for $40 with a Poshmark fee of $8, and that left me with $32. This sweater was from a flip consignment lot, and it sold within a couple of hours. I think I originally listed it at $45. They offered me $40. I accepted. I think I definitely could have gotten $45 for sure out of it, but $40 I was very happy with that, and it sold so quickly that I was okay moving it fast. Next is another Poshmark sale. This is a Nike brand new tie-dye jumpsuit in a size medium. This sold for $50 with a Poshmark fee of $10, and my earnings were $40. This was another flip consignment item. This took about 3 weeks to sell. I did want a little more for this jumpsuit. I was going back and forth with this person because I'm pretty sure I listed it originally at 70, but I was okay with moving it for 50 because the comps were kind of anywhere between like 40 and like 90, so it was kind of all over the place. So I was okay moving it for 50, and it sold very quickly. So next up was a Mercari sale, and this was actually a bundle that I put together for someone. I received both of these Lily Pulitzer tops in a flip lot. The bundle sold for $70 with a selling fee of $7 and the processing fee of $2.33. That left me with $60.67. These tops were exactly the same top and exactly the same size. The first one was I think blue and green patterned one, and the second one was kind of a mixture of colors. It was mainly blue and pink, but these were both in a size, I think, large, extra large, and they were Cooper Caftan tops, so these sold extremely fast. I originally listed them both at $40, and someone wanted to bundle, so I offered $70 for the bundle, so $35 each was a great price, and these also sold within a couple of hours along with the other Lily Pulitzer top, so I was very happy with this sale. Moving along to June 16th, the first sale was another Mercari sale. This is a pair of Nike Renew Ride 2 running shoes, and they were a pair of women's shoes. These sold for $42 with a selling fee of $4.20 and the processing fee of $1.52. Left me with $36.28. These were also from a flip consignment lot. They took less than 24 hours to sell. I do think I could have got a little more. I think I originally listed them at 50, maybe 55, I'm not sure. But I really was just happy to move them very quickly, and it still had a good profit margin for myself and my client, so I'm still happy with this sale. Next up is a Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Lucky Brand Emma crop jeans, and these were actually a plus size, so 16 were the size. They sold for $35 with a Poshmark fee of $7, leave me with $28. These were from a flip consignment lot. They took about 1.5 weeks to sell, so I'm extremely happy with this sale. Typically, the plus size Lucky Brand jeans do a lot better for me than the regular sizes. For the plus size jeans, I can get anywhere between 25 and 35 at the highest. For the regular size jeans, the highest I usually get is 30, going down to like 22 or 20. So I do prefer the plus size Lucky Brand jeans. So when these were in my lot, I was very, very excited, and I am very happy to sell them so quickly. Moving on to June 17th, the first sale I made was a Poshmark sale. This is a torrid knit draped vest, and this was in a 4X. This sold for $18 with a Poshmark fee of $3.60, and that left me with $14.40. I did get this at the thrift store for $2.50, and it took about a month to sell. So I definitely wanted a little more for this, but I did want to move it quickly, so I still had a good profit margin, so I was okay moving it for $18. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is a soft surroundings maxi dress. It was called the Sunset Bali maxi dress, and it was in a size extra large. It sold for $30 with a Poshmark fee of $6, and that left me with $24. This was from a flip consignment lot, and it sold within 24 hours. I did originally listed it at, I think, 40, I wanted maybe even 45. The comps for this soft surroundings piece were really, really good. Some soft surroundings, they're just not as good as the others, but this piece was amazing, and the stock photo is gorgeous. So I'm very happy this sold quick. I did want a tad more, but I was okay moving it for 30, especially since it sold within 24 hours. Next up was another Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Lululemon men's Kung Fu pants. These were in a size extra large, and they sold for $60 with a Poshmark fee of $12, and that left me with $48. These pants were from a flip consignment lot, and they did take about 24 hours or less to sell. I originally listed them at $70 and then received an offer for $60, and I immediately accepted. I'm very happy with this sale, and this lot I sold like I think 3 things in less than 24 hours, so that is great. Next is another Poshmark sale. This was actually a Banana Republic cropped one-shoulder jumpsuit in a size of 14. This sold for $30 with a Poshmark fee of $6, left me with $24. This did come in my Jomar Wholesale Passes palette. This took about, I think, 4.5 weeks to sell. I did originally list this at, I think, 40, and I think they offered me like 25, and so I did 35, and then they did 30, and then we landed at 30. So I was happy to move it for 30 because it was from my palette. Yes, I could have got a tad more, but I wanted to just move it out. So it sold pretty fast, and it had some good profit. Next is another Poshmark sale. This is a pair of Nike women's Court Royale slip-on sneakers. These sold for $25 with a Poshmark fee of $5, leave me with $20. These are again from a flip consignment lot. These sold in less than 24 hours once again. These I originally listed at $35 and I accepted $25 because they did have a little mark on the back of one of them. So I was happy moving for $25 and it was still in the estimates I gave my client, so I was very happy to move these fast. Moving on to June 18th, I made a Poshmark sale. It was a Lululemon Healthy Heart pullover in a size 4. This sold for $25 with a Poshmark fee of $5, leave me with $20. This is from a flip consignment lot, and it took a little bit to sell this. This person has extended their selling period, I want to say twice, maybe 3 times, I don't know. Her stuff is pretty saturated on Poshmark, so I finally finished selling this lot that this was in. I think I have one more of her lots, but her stuff is pretty saturated. So I did accept an offer of $25 for this. Of course, I wanted more, but it still fell into the very bottom range of the estimates I gave her. So I was okay moving it, and honestly, I was just so happy to finally get an offer for this thing that I accepted because I was kind of overlooking at it. And then one more Poshmark sale for the 18th. This is a COS linen relaxed tee, and it was in purple in a size small, and it sold for $16 with a Poshmark fee of $3.20, and that left me with $12.80. This is actually from a Jomer Wholesale box. The most recent one that I showed you guys that was titled Best Jomer Box Ever or something. So this I got for about $3.80, and it took about 1 month to sell. I didn't think I'd get more for this. Like 16 is kind of what I was expecting to get. So I'm happy with this sale. It could have had a better profit margin, but it was just it's a basic t-shirt, so you can only sell basic t-shirts for so much. But I found that COS pieces do pretty well for me, so I do enjoy selling COS. And moving on to the last day of the week, it was June 19th. First sale I made was another Poshmark sale. This is a pair of New Balance women's Nitrile V4 trail runner shoes. These were in a size 11. They sold for $35 with a Poshmark fee of $7, and that left me with $28. These took, let's see, 5 days, about 5 days to sell. They were from a flip consignment lot, and I'm happy with the sale overall. I did originally list these at $45, so I did want a tad more for these shoes, but $35 is still reasonable, and it was still in the estimates I gave my client, so I am very happy with the sale. Next up is another Poshmark sale. This is actually a Cloth and Stone blue and white pattern button-down top in a size small. This sold for $25 with a Poshmark fee of $5, and that left me with $20. This actually I got for $1.40 about 5 months ago. I actually bought some inventory off of someone, and I bought it really, really cheap, obviously for $1.40 each. So it still had some good profit. Cloth and Stone doesn't really sell as well as it used to, or for as much as it used to, so I don't really pick it up often, but I was helping this person out buying some inventory from them, so I was happy to move it for $25, and of course it still had a good profit margin because of how cheap I got it, so I'm still happy with the sale. And the last thing I sold was actually a Facebook Marketplace sale. I don't really have a ton of Facebook Marketplace sales because I don't really have a ton of stuff up on there. Right now I really only have stuff from my palette up there, but this was a men's like graphic t-shirt that I got from my Passes palette that had some wear and really I didn't know much about, so I put it up there for $8 and it sold for $8. Their selling fee I think is 5%, so that was 70 cents, and that left me with $7.30, which I'm fine with for a palette item. I didn't pay much for those. Obviously it's not the best profit, but I'm still happy with moving anything from my palette. And especially the stuff on Facebook Marketplace, it doesn't really retail for a ton, or there's not really a market where I sell for that stuff. So I'm really just happy to move it, but I'm still happy with this sale. Alright, you guys, that was it for this week's What's Up Wednesday video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing what has sold for me every week, and hopefully it helps you guys out a little bit when you're figuring out what to pick up for yourself at the thrift store. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again next week.